Beckett Sennecke.
Yep. He's definitely left a little bit more on the table. Like, I would still like to see a little bit more from him this year specifically, but he, again, track record's really good in the OHL. He's got some high end skill. He's a big boy. He's fucking mean. He is mean as shit. Scoring upsides there. He's gonna get bigger too. I still think he's firmly a first round pick. Despite the fact that like it's been hit or miss with him, very inconsistent this year. But I think the offense is really high too. Like, he's decent enough defensively. He's big. He's mean. He's got the offensive upside. He can make plays. He's got a great shot himself, so he can score goals. So plenty there to like. It's just this year specifically, it's been a little bit hit or miss. There are some games where you don't really notice him until the end of the game, where he decides to snap and like just beat the shit out of somebody. But he's also capable of making some highlight plays. So I still think he's a firm first rounder, just given like the tools with the size and everything, plus the skill to go along with it and the track record of like high production in the OHL and anywhere else he's been. So I like him a lot still, but I really would have. I thought there was gonna be a lot more this year because Oshawa, they're a good team. They didn't like load up the deadline or anything because I think they're pretty realistic, but plays a lot with Kumpalainen. So that's always gonna get you some points in my book. So like the upside there. Definitely think he's a first rounder. Big fan of him. Even though he's a little bit inconsistent, but again, like I think NHL teams are gonna fucking love him. He'll probably go right around 20 just because he's got the size, he's got the toughness, and like just his general approach to the game. Plus, you have the offensive upside. So, he's a great name, like you said. Beckett Sennecke, definitely one to keep your eyes on, and one that I would not be shocked if Minnesota has high on their list as well.
Yeah, so Beckett Sennecke, and this is the most recent one that I just finished the highlight video of, but I put out like a miniature. I put like one on YouTube that was like 5 or 6 clips. Beckett Sennecke has been like firmly a first round guy all year. Beginning of the year, like tapered off a little bit, close to the 20s. As the year went on, he started dominating in the OHL. And the playoff run that he put up for Oshawa before he got hurt was like, I mean, every night he was putting them on his back. And this is a kid that's like, I think he's 6'2", 6'3", 200 pounds. He's mean. He can skate. Like, decent playmaker. He's got a phenomenal shot. But the rise for me, it's like, I totally get it. Like, you see the kid with those tools and just like the fire he plays with, and he is a miserable player to play against, because not only is he going to run you through the glass, next shift he's gonna walk you and put you on a poster. Like, he is legit. Like, the upside with him is scary. There's been talk that like the Canadians like him at 5. That for me, I'm like, okay, that's like, you're convinced he's like not only hitting at the rate that he did in the OHL, but like he's gonna be even better. And again, like it's funny because I know a couple like guys that like their territory or whatever, like they talk about like the Canadians prospects, or like they have their own little show or whatever they do. Like they're like, I don't know if I would do it, but like I kind of get it. Like, it's not. And like with where they're at with their prospect tool, the past couple of years with the guys they've drafted, they can kind of take a big swing. For me, 5 still a little early. Yeah. But again, like another guy where he goes super early, you're like, that's like falling in love with a late riser, kind of. But like,
think about it though. The perfect scenario though, you take a guy like him at 5, then you have the Carolina Hurricanes come in and offer sheet him. Turns into a bust, and they're going to be talking about offer sheeting him, just like a Jesperi Kotkaniemi.
They actually had to come out. They had to literally come out like a press. Like, we are not buying him out. Like, we're not doing it. Like, that's bad. Like, when they're putting out that fucking 8-year contract was fucking nuts, though. So,
it was, yeah.
But no, like, you're going to see Beckett Sennecke go, I think, like really early on day 1. And I think the reaction really is going to be like, all right, maybe earlier than I would have been comfortable. But again, like you see the tools and like what he's been able to put together when he stayed healthy. And you can completely understand like taking that swing. Like for me, again, 5 is like, fuck, that's aggressive. And like, I'm like kind of like, fuck it. Like that's one that you're like, fuck it, let's do it.
Where is he on your list? Is he early teens, mid teens, late teens? Like where would he go if you were picking for every team?
I put him, I think I landed right around 12.
Oh, okay.
And but probably before or towards the end of the OHL regular season, I probably had him closer to like 18, 19, 20.
I think when we did our kind of off the cuff picks for the draft lottery, I think you put him at 16.
Yeah, I put him at St. Louis, which is funny because like there's so many guys. Like me and Robbins had the same 16 players, just different places. Because I went through his mock draft that he did after the lottery. I was like, with the same fucking 16 players, just different. But I saw about 4 or 5 mocks. They all had Sennecke go to the Blues, where it's like, fuck, they're gonna take the Blues are gonna take this kid, and he's gonna become a fucking legend there.